Hello, welcome in. Happy Monday. How are we doing, everyone? Let's go. Sorry, we're running a little late, but we're here now and we're ready for a good time. Hello.
Oh.
How are we doing? We got Sneeko ready to have some fun.
I'm ready for pain.
There it is. I can always trust Sneeko to be ready for whatever we have in store. That's the wrong remote. This is the right remote. Can I make you dimmer? Nope. Saw you guys doing a whole bunch of Iron Banner over the weekend.
Yeah.
Got a couple of resets in there.
I did what was required.
Very nice, very nice. Well, I'm proud of you. I'm thinking so that we are coming up on the end of the season. Only another week or two. And so I'm going to try and pull us into some seasonal content, see if we can't get some of that wrapped up. Get a couple of pinnacles as well tonight, hopefully. Let's see. What can I still do for pinnacles? Pretty much everything, because I've hardly played. Okay, that's good. That is good. Does this give me powerful or pinnacles? That's pinnacle, that's pinnacle. Okay, so we can get 2 pinnacles doing the Defiant Battlegrounds. 3 if we do the challenges as well. So we've got quite a lot of options there, plus I've still got Vanguard stuff to do. I think we're still waiting for astronauts, so load in on me whenever you are ready, and we'll maybe do a run through the Nightfall or something.
The last I checked, it was still a Lightfall one.
Then we'll do a regular strike. Because yes, it will not have reset yet. Alright, bounties. Let's go ahead and use the handy dandy app to grab some bounties from Commander Zavala. That's super. Swords, sure, easy enough. Defeat combatants, yeah, we'll do a lot of that. And we'll get 1 more for good measure. Maybe we can mix up the... let's see, let's mix up what we've got equipped. Let's do a little solar, you know? Let's get solar with it. Get rid of some of this gear that's I don't need. And I'm gonna do blades. Do I have the shards? The shards of Galanor. Right. So we've got our loadout here. Let's go ahead. We're going to take off the Grey Falcon's Horberg and put on the Shards of Galenor, which I think we're going to go ahead and bring all the way up to Masterwork. Get some bonus stats out of that. What is there? We're at. Am I at 100 or am I over 100? I need to see if I can. $90. Okay, so I do need the mobility if I want to be 100. All right. So we got grenades, grant class. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. We'll do that. Oh yeah, type of grenade. You want. All right, beautiful, fantastic, smashing even. Let's go. So have you done any Defiant Battlegrounds?
Me and Astronaut started some last week.
Okay.
Just trying to get those like seasonal frames out of the way.
Mm-hmm. What's up, puppy? What's up? Want some cuddles?
Alright, Guardian. This is a smash and
Alright, well you're gonna have to start this off. I've got a dog that needs some loving. Say hi to the people. Hi. Hi. You're famous, Ollie. You're live. What do you have to say? You want down? Okay. Be free.
Dem 6 and love, Dem 6 and love, Dem 6 and love.
Thank you, Black Wren. How are you this Monday? Welcome in, and thank you for 25 months, you crazy cat, you. Hope you're having a good time. I'm sorry you missed us on Saturday, but I'm glad you could be here today. Meow. Sword kills are just too much fun. Then Guardian.
setting that perimeter tower to friendly. You're welcome.
Grab the heavy ammo, top that off, and into the pits we go. Boing. Shoom.
Sivu Arath moves in the open, but I worry we are missing a piece of our enemy's plan.
Maybe for now, but we'll have a war mine up and running soon.
They have a rainbow?
Anyone can
That's
outmaneuver
cool.
Sivu Arath. It's Rasputin.
Zoom. Choo. Super fast. Oh, I was waiting for the door to open.
The fool.
The fool I am. Ka-chow, ka-chow. There it is. There it is. Ren, how was your weekend? What did you get up to? Anything fun? I'm trying to think. I didn't do a whole lot this weekend. I'm trying to remember what Saturday even entailed. I did something. I know I was awake.
Pass me in and I'll get that door open again.
That's all I'm prepared to say. With any confidence. Alright, what have we already done? So I still need super kills and super kills. All right. We went and got boba at like North Scottsdale Quarter, I believe is the place. And they have it's like a honey boba place where their default like boba balls are honey, and it was the best boba we've had. It's delicious. How is you've been trying some like international, some like teas and biscuits and snacks?
Yeah.
How's that going? What any new favorites? Anything that you've tried and you're like, fuck, that was disgusting.
I really like the Lane biscuits. Those are kind of healthy. Like they have vitamins and stuff in them.
There you go.
Vitamins.
Sure. Vitamins, yeah.
But still, the shortbread was the best.
Shortbread is the tastiest. Have you had any dunking biscuits yet? Any biscuits you've been putting in the tea?
I mean, I've been putting all of them in the tea.
Oh, okay. I think I might have to BRB. Might need to restart my MacBook. Black Ren, do what you need to do.
Cracked it. You and Ghost are clear to move.
Oh, I call bullshit.
Vault security re-up. You know what to do, Guardian.
Where's the... Joining allies.
Vault open. All right, Malachite.
Nicely done. That was quick. I can... Yep, there we go. We got this. I don't know if picking up the frosty armor things are doing anything for me, but they make me feel good. So
Yeah, it's mostly for the stasis boy.
yeah. Shazammed. If you guys could make some more orbs of power, I need to get some more super kills. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna follow you around while you're doing this. Ooh, almost. Ah! I'm on fire. Not in a fun way. Yeah, I don't think it's happening in this instance. That's alright, that's alright. Die, scallywag! Huzzah!
Osiris, my heart lightens to see you returned to us, and that our plan found purchase
And
with so much at
I learned a new move.
Okay.
Watch this, watch this.
Where are you?
Did all unfold as you
Where are you?
foresaw?
Oh, you're right there.
Did I?
Not all.
Jump and shoot? You
I
learned
carry
jump and
sorrow
shoot?
for Sagira's
No.
sacrifice.
I can slide,
The
and then I
details
use
are
my
never exact, but I am
powered
sure
melee,
this path will lead us
and
through
it
the
does a
storm.
big like
Oh,
fire
like
wave attack.
nice. I know hunters can do that in
Losses
arc.
with the potential
It's really
of a
cool.
better future.
Your armor's looking sick too. I like it.
Let us hope that
My
probability
golden
is in our
god.
favor.
You're a golden god. That's the seasonal armor, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I didn't do much. I was trying to get super kills. Kinda worked. Was that enough for my piece of pinnacle gear? That's an 1800, so not that. 1806, 18. Do I need to zoom one more? Oh, right, you've got to do it as the same element. I'm a dum-dum. Void Surge, Strand Surge. Okay. We're going back in. Prison of Elders.
Hey, hero. I thought you might come back here. What with your buddy getting laid out? You looking for some closure?
Escaped prisoners are destabilizing the reef. Came back to finish the job.
Noble. Let me run tactical for you.
Is the reef even I don't think it's a playable area.
Chaos. You'll have to take out the warden's servitor. Things gone crazy.
Prison of
Never heard of
Elders.
it.
Welcome.
It doesn't sound.
Warden.
The reef was one of the areas added.
Don't mind the PA. That's the warden's
I think it was
servitor.
the season
Things
after the
shorted its
release
brain
of
when the warden
the
left the
Forsaken
prison.
expansion.
It thinks it is the warden. Uses a print of his voice. It's running a
I
combat
did
subroutine called
Go
Challenge
and
of
get
the Elders.
Forsaken. Because it was only $20.
Okay, yeah, because it's like the weapon pack and a couple of things. It's not the full
I tried to shut down the rail system to get us a clear path out.
full story.
The warden's servitor cut me off. Watch for oncoming transports.
Incoming.
Yeah, all right, I deserve that. That's fine. Nope. Zoom. Ah! I think my bike killed me. I feel betrayed by my only possession. Yep. That's how it happens. We're unstoppable. Just try and stop us. You can't.
This is one of the Vex cell blocks. The Awoken dragged all kinds of subtypes out of their hoods. The ones that survived are some tough sons.
shredding. Just can't be stopped. Look at us go. Equip of Excalibur mod. Hang on, I'm busy.
Oh yeah, that thing.
Yeah, I'm working on the Excalibur quest.
Well, this is definitely the place to do it.
Target, Guardian. Kill or be killed.
Ah! Don't touch me. Unravel one of the mysteries of the Nord over Avalon, then defeat Brachion. Oh, well. I don't think I'm going to be doing that right meow. If I'm being honest. Whee! Welcome back, Black Ren. Hope your MacBook is treating you well. I downloaded for the first time Stardew Valley mods today. Never been super big into the modding scene in most games. Like, really, the most experience I've had with it is like Beat Saber and stuff like that. Because it's like get more songs or just like give it certain colors. I don't know. But usually, the content in a game is enough for me. And you know, I just saw a couple too many videos where I'm like, damn, that looks cool. So nothing that makes the game like easier than like just having the wiki pulled up. But a lot of cosmetic mods and stuff, or a few cosmetic mods, a few.
Round one.
All the mods.
All the mods, just
Kill
every
them
single one.
dead, Guardian.
That's a lot of mods. You were a little sick last week, but much better now. Went and saw Rhinefield. Ooh. What did we think? Is it good? Is it worth a watch?
Nick Cage, you have to watch it.
I mean, it is Nick Cage, which is the epitome of modern day thespians. So.
Round two.
Renfield.
Dismantle
Rhinefield.
mines. Yes.
It's Renee Field. Ryan Reynolds Field. Renaissance Field. Ren and Stimpy Field. That's it. Figured it out.
Victory. Well earned.
Dude, we're crushing this. Ah! I'm still really giggly because I just finished watching a stream that had me. Hey, good. I'm glad you're having a good
You
time.
face final round. A mighty cabal challenges.
Mighty Cabal is dead. Get wrecked. And there's so much RPing. Ooh. Ooh. What were they playing? What were they doing? I've been watching so much fucking Critical Role. Cause like we're watching through campaign 2 from the very beginning. And I am like an episode and a half away from being fully caught up with
Treasure.
with campaign 3. So,
Looks like the trickster left you a present. I always hated her. But she made me laugh. You're in the prison mainframe, the crazy servitor's nest. Buckle up.
Sea of
He's
Thieves is
got
nice.
some
That's always a fun one
veterans
to do
with
some
him.
RP in.
An old friend is here.
I feel like there was something I was gonna say, and I don't remember. Oh, I wanted to run a
Vex. Peace and bad.
well, I need super kills anyways. Oh, I need to survive for 10 seconds. Hang on. Did I do it?
Nope, you're dead.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I wanted to run a Destiny like D&D campaign at some point, or a TTRPG Destiny game, because like someone's made the resources to do that. I think that would
Thanks
be
for
fun.
your help out here,
The
chosen
world's
one.
rich enough to do it.
So, hey.
Ooh, season rank
confession
150. Let's go.
Spider asked me to get a crew together to take the prison back from the Barons. And you did great. So, I'll clean up behind you. Spider will sell this
108 on
place back to
the.
the Awoken.
We want a cut.
I like your style. But you all already got a cut. It's right there in front of you.
And then. Oh, hang on. I want us to leave. Bam. Bam. Thank you, ma'am. Do 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 do. They were so funny, I was cry laughing. Oh, I love that. I love that. It's been a while since I've found anything that funny. Okay, yeah, the reef is not a location, a visitable location anymore. Interesting. I'm just vibing over here. Let's see, what can we do? Let's go ahead and do... I would like to have 3 people because I'd like to do a legendary... Oh, I did a legendary. I did one of these, and didn't I? I thought so. Does it matchmake? Yeah, it matchmakes.
Legend.
Yeah.
Equipment lock.
We'll do some basic ones first. I'm going to take us to the helm. We can pick up some bounties. We'll do the regular ones, and then if we do 3 of the legends, that's another pinnacle. Do 3 of each. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but we can do it. I want to have a look. What's my highest power at the moment? 8 of 5. That's 8. 8 of 4. 8 of 5. Okay. I have war table upgrades and nothing to spend them on because I have them all. Ability, collect favors, grenade ability or grenade launchers.
Yeah, I have like 32 engrams here, and
If you do the like the table upgrades to make sure that you can get like your focused armor into high stat armor and stuff. And then
Yep,
this is
already did that.
yeah, this is a good place like do focused engrams. You just buy like 5 chest pieces and get, you know, choose which one you want to keep the stats for.
Yeah, I did that for all the armor slots and got stuff that like started at 66 or 65.
Yeah, nice. That's the way to do it. Alright, Favors of Zeal, arc damage, archer strand, grenade launcher. Okay, should be able to do all of these pretty easily. Alright then, let's go ahead and dive into some Defiant Battlegrounds. Now we will be facing some overload and unstoppable champions. Do you know, have you guys unlocked all of the, like the cutscenes?
For Defiant?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ooh.
I am on step 15
Okay.
for the quest. So like halfway.
Okay. If we need to do like a specific battleground, because there's some on like Earth, some from the Helm, just let me know where we need to go to complete your steps if you want to work on those.
Right now I'm just on the... I think it's just the grindy one.
Okay.
You know, just generate favors and do playlists.
Got it. Well, hey, we can do that. Oh, I'm dead. I need to use a different example.
This plane is volatile and uncertain. It is not like the ordered realm of the Vex.
Yeah, the VexNet is colorful, cold, calculated. You can feel the zeros and ones, but the ascendant plane is more like fluid. It has ebbs and flows. It's emotional.
That is the way of the darkness.
Of the darkness.
These blights are more resilient than the ones in the EDZ.
They may only be dissolved after you have collected the essences of power from Kickin.
Excuse me, I would like that heavy ammo, thank you. Oh, well, worth it. Thank you. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Well. I totally meant to do that, so I had a little respite, so I could pick a different. Yep, exactly. That's what I meant to do, right there. See, genius. It is spicy. Okay, okay, okay. Ah, big guy. Bro's taking no damage. Go down, you mighty beast. I'm tired of your shenanigans. Do you think you skipped leg day? There's a bit of a proportion difference there. Yay.
The Shadow Legion retreats within the pyramid's walls. This is not fear or weakness. It is a stratagem.
I agree. They tried to establish a strong perimeter around the EDZ, and the Guardian blew right through it. They're trying something new. Stay sharp and be ready for anything.
It gets her goat.
I'm sorry, what?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Gets her goat.
We got different dialogue.
Watch yourself.
Ah!
You walked into a kill box.
The very environment has been engineered to eliminate you. Steel your resolve.
Yeah, eliminate this. Alright, come at me. See what happens. Wacha-pacha! 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 Dude, Strand is just busted. I love it.
Yeah, that's real OP, especially in PvP.
I string them up, I string them down. This is chaos, and I love it. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey,
How we doing tonight, astronaut?
doing pretty good, pretty good.
Nice, nice.
How's the stream?
So far, so good. Better now that you're here, of course.
Oh,
We are working on some Defiant Battlegrounds. If you would like to come and join us. Figured we'd maybe do some legendary ones later.
ooh, that sounds good.
Ah! I do like the chaos, but the chaos is getting scary. Ah! Astronaut, how have you been? It's been a little time here since I got to chat to you. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, pretty good. Nothing too new or crazy. Just
Yeah.
kind of same old. What about you?
Yeah, just living that non-stop, always got something to do lifestyle, and fucking hating it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean it's good. It's just doing something productive every day. It's always good. Work slowly towards the goals.
That's what I tell myself. I'm just like, just do something productive every day towards something that I actually want to do.
Exactly.
Little by little, it'll get there. It'll get there.
Whoop. Whoop. Shoop. All right. Tally-ho!
The captives are nearby. We're ready to transmat them out once the Shadow Legion are dealt with.
Use the balefires to spread your light and to consecrate the essences of defeated Taken.
Big guy. Yikes. Strand is a lot of fun.
Yeah, Strand looks like a lot of fun. It does.
One of the challenges in like this, I don't know if it's a seasonal or a campaign challenge, but because Strand has like some movement abilities and stuff to it, it's all very fluid and flowing. There's like a little time trial.
Uh-huh.
I was working on that last time I was on. It's quite fun.
Nice.
Although like the highest like achievement or like the smallest time goal is 1:30. And I know without like knowing what the track is or what it entails, it's hard to know if that's a short or a long time. It's a very short time. It is not an easy time.
Good to know.
So, I haven't been able to reach that just yet. I got I think 1:48 was my smallest time so far. Oh, I need to pick that up, huh? Ka-chow.
Oh, I never know like what like. I spend too much time like dressing my character.
Yeah?
Like,
Instead of what?
I don't know. I just like, you know, I'm just like, ah, this jacket looks good. This jacket looks good. You go with this kind of a theme.
Dude, that's the real end game in Destiny is the fashion. All right, don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Like, yeah, you can do raids, or you could play Trials of Osiris. Nah, it's all about the drip.
Yeah. That's good to know.
There's even like subreddits and things that's like specifically like the fashion of Destiny. Oh, right, like Ren. Okay, Renfield was pretty good. I really like the intro and closing credits. That's an interesting thing to highlight. Makes me very curious. I liked when it began, and then I liked when it ended. Hopefully you enjoyed some of the stuff that was in between those 2 points. Just throwing that out there. They made a really nice homage to the former actors who had played Dracula. Oh, that's cool.
You mean Bela Lugosi?
Bela Lugosi. Sir Christopher Lee. Sir Christopher Lee actually told a funny story where right after his like Dracula movie came out, he and his wife were like driving home from being out of town, out in the country somewhere, and the car had broken down, and this was pre-cell phones or anything like that. So he was like, well, I guess you stay with the car and I will walk over to wherever the nearest houses are, like kind of over, across that field. I can see some light, so I'll walk over there and I'll ask for help or see if I could use someone's telephone. And so we kind of started walking through this field, not realizing that it was like irrigated or something. It was not easy to traverse. So he ends up like falling down and getting like muddied up and kind of looks a bit of a mess. And so eventually makes it to the door of like just the first house in this neighborhood, basically. Looking like an absolute mess right after his vampire movies come out. Opens the door, or knocks on the door to an opening, and apparently a non-English speaking elderly gentleman just opens it and is like just screaming like, the devil has come.
Jeez. Pretty wild.
Yeah. Like that's yeah, the difficulties of being rich and famous, I suppose. And also Dracula.
Yeah. He brought that on himself.
Right. We all knew it. Just highlighting the homages. Fair. Nick Cage in some spots really looked like Bella and Christopher. Oh, cool. Not just Bella, there were shades of Christopher Lee and Gary Oldman. Nice. I really like the choice of wardrobes, and the action sequences were pretty cool too. Okay. I'm more and more interested in seeing this. The Mario movie has passed $1 billion worldwide, which in its just by itself is pretty wild.
I do really want to see the Mario movie.
I feel like I have to at this point.
Yeah. If
you know,
we could just make that happen, that'd be great.
You want me to take you to the movies?
Yeah.
You want to go out? I'll buy you a milkshake. We'll have a good time.
Thanks. I'll come to your yard.
Thanks.
Wait, no.
What?
You know, I'm gonna be completely honest. Obviously, I've heard that a million times.
Okay.
Ever since it came out.
Right.
I've actually never understood that. I thought that was just a line. And I've never pieced that together. Literally that moment.
You just... Okay. Okay.
Just literally never...
But we know now. You've just...
We know
it's clicked.
now.
Okay.
We
It's
do know
important.
now.
It's important that I know that you now know.
Yes. 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 We know now.
I'm glad to have been here for that moment, you know?
Yeah. Boy, were you.
Find a way to do the impossible. I have no doubt you'll find it again.
Ah, good times. Look at all of these people in gold.
Dude, gold is like the color, man. That's my favorite color, I feel
Parents,
like.
fucking everyone's rocking gold out here.
Dude, gold is the meta.
It's like installing RGB pieces. It just gives you extra frames.
Yeah.
Acquire the crucible ornament. That's not gonna happen today. In the E to Z.
Oh wait, I think I have a good like purple. Yeah, I got some purple ones now. I gotta
Got some purple?
try these out.
You got some perps?
See, like that one's sick.
All right. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and join up on me.
Okay, let me do that real quick.
All right, I'm just gonna.
Sometimes,
Yeah, go on.
well, sometimes with these like color customization, these shaders, sometimes it's very unexpected how prominent which color is.
Yeah, you really just go like, that's the general palette I'd be interested in. Now let's see how it actually turns out.
I'm ready whenever.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just switching out my loadout here, and then I
I
will
request a small side adventure to the farm.
to the farm. Okay, we can do that. Astronaut, what quest? What's your current seasonal quest progression?
Seasonal quest
Yeah.
progression. Oh right, there's like quests for this season. I gotta do Defiant Battleground Orbital Prison.
Okay.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, I believe so.
The-
Does it say
I-
what step it is?
We Stand Together, step 13 of 28.
Okay, and Sneeko, you're on. This will be like 16.
16.
Okay. Maybe we'll backtrack a little, get Astronaut caught up, so you guys are doing stuff together. Black Ren redeeming a bean, no spicy. Thank you. We got our birdie bots right here. Let's go ahead and dive in. First bean of the evening. Let's hope it's a good one. I had a nice, I had a birthday cake one when I streamed on Saturday. That was quite lovely. This one's quite white. And it's, I don't know what flavor I'm eating. It's not great. It's not awful.
Sounds awful.
There's definitely worse. You know, that's kind of the important part. Is there's definitely worse. There's always a bigger fish. There's always a worse bean.
Dude, Sneeko, that armor set is really suiting for you. Yeah, there it is.
Perfect.
I am a golden god.
Oh, I took my levitate off. Hang on.
Alright, back to the war table.
Destinations, right. Sorry, my
like...
Huh.
No, never mind.
Never mind. I don't think this one has... Oh, it might have been soap. Yeah. It's probably soap.
Ravish?
Radish? What?
Soap McTavish. Oh, that's
Troy McClure here. You may remember me.
reference to COD.
Oh, we don't speak of that here.
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Call of Booty?
Call of Booty. I did apply to Activision.
Dude, nice.
They haven't told me no yet, so
hey,
that's a positive.
But
Yeah.
they haven't said yes.
They never will.
Well, we don't focus on that.
Yeah. A lot of other people have said no. So the fact that they haven't, pretty great.
Honestly, I'm a little surprised that they even bothered to take the effort to say no.
Well, I feel like
actually,
a lot of it's pretty automated at this point.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but you know, that's fine.
Bastards.
It's all just part of the game of life.
Yeah.
All right, Sneeko, let me know when you are done.
Have you applied at Respawn?
At Respawn? No.
Or not at Respawn, but I mean, yeah, also Respawn. Like, shit, why not?
Yeah, I mean, YOLO, right?
Respawn's not what I meant. I don't know why I was thinking about Apex, but no, the League of Legends one.
Riot.
Riot,
Yes.
yeah. There's got an R.
There's an R. Yeah, there was one roll that I was like, maybe. And then he went, no. Ah!
Oh. Sad day.
What was that sound? What the shit? I don't know.
I didn't hear anything.
I don't know what made the sound, but something made a sound. It terrified me.
Okay. You're not gonna like this.
I'm not gonna like this. Back to
I
the
gotta
farm.
go back to the farm.
Well, let's get Astronaut caught up, so then you guys can be doing all this fucking back and forth together.
I like it.
All right. Let's go ahead and we're gonna battleground. We're gonna you need to do orbital prison. Okay, it's this one. Who do I? Archer Strand, favorite grace. Okay. Spent an hour at a fucking HOA meeting yesterday. That was fun.
Sounds terrible.
Yeah, it was. And it was outside.
I mean,
3
was
p.m.
that nice? Oh.
in Phoenix.
Yeah.
So I was hanging out with a couple of people. We were hanging out with a couple of people outside at the pool that day anyway. I got more burnt at the HOA meeting than I did hanging out by the pool.
Jeez. What's the temperature like there now?
Yeah, we're hitting hundreds.
Ugh, jeez.
I was lucky though. You know, I was able to like get into enough shade to and get some sunscreen on, get some aloe vera going. Oh god, I did the wrong jump. I'm gonna die. No, no, save me, save me.
Sometimes in the morning I wear a sweater.
Yeah.
And sometimes at night I double up my blanket.
Oh wow. You know, I missed that already.
Oh, that I saved myself.
Ready.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, it's
heat.
It's gonna be a minute since I need more than a sheet of A4 paper to keep me warm at night.
Lots of stuff is blooming here, so we got allergies.
Yeah, it sounds right.
Springtime is like a real thing here.
Never heard of her.
Rather nasty infestation you've got there.
Oh, hey, whoa, that was...
Continue your ascent.
There's no ground there.
Blankets? Asks Black Wren. Astronaut is using blankets? Yeah, he's in a much cooler place.
Yeah.
What's your temps? Give us those digits.
I'm not totally sure. Hold on a second. I'll tell you what the temperature right now is. 77 cloudy right now.
Ooh, that's quite nice. That's like a good spot to be in.
Yeah. In the days, I mean it's starting to warm up more. I don't know how much I'll be doubling up blankets, but I'll still use like a thin blanket, you know, like a little
Yeah.
little something.
I mean, like, you know, just a little cover. Well, got to be modest.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're at 85 right now. High tomorrow. Oh, only 93. Where it's cooling off for a minute.
93 in Phoenix. I'll tell you what,
I'll take it.
Dude, there were days where I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's only the 90s? Our savior
Yeah.
has been born.
Yeah, for real. The other day I like sat in the sun for like a minute and I started to like for like a while.
Yeah.
And I started to like feel the sun on like the right side of me, like it started to get like a little bit of that like burny sensation. And I was like, man, this almost reminds me of Phoenix. That is wild. But here, you know how they'll be like they're like, you know, high pollution warning, like
Yeah.
stay inside, don't drive. And you're like, what, am I not gonna like live life? Like, the freak out of here. How's today different than any other day?
Right.
But here they have high UV warnings. Like there's just some days that the UV
It's too much.
it's too much and you gotta stay inside. They tell everyone to stay inside and not drive because the UV is too high.
Sorry, I can't come into work today. The UV is gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Black Ren, what numbers you running? Chat, what's the rest of your numbers? I know Sneako's. Funnily enough.
Yeah, I've done all of these defines things like multiple times, but I guess I did them out of order.
No, there's only a couple, and you like keep going back through them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I was like, yeah, I've been here before. I don't know why I need to do it again, but I guess, yeah. Yeah. So is this kind of how the seasons work? Like, they'll have, like, several, like, have you been to these places before? Are these places new and exclusive to this season?
Yes. So they'll usually do something that is, like, a new seasonal activity. It'll either be, like, an activity for, like, one season, or they'll do, like, a new place for a couple of seasons. Something like that. There's no like set formula, but they do usually try and introduce something that's like unique to the season.
There's something like returning or new or like changed or something. Yeah. That's pretty cool. I like that. That is neat.
Yeah. And that's why like a lot of like seasonal triumphs and things like that. Or gear that came from that season can sometimes be impossible to get because it was tied to an activity that's gone. So for better or worse, sometimes it's like, oh, well, it's nice that I have this because I was, I did the season stuff.
So if you did it, you get to keep it, but if you didn't do it, it's like, hey, like, you kind of should have, you had to be there, like.
Yeah.
And it's got that whole thing in. I think that's pretty cool because then it's like, oh, I did this thing and you didn't, but you did this thing and I didn't.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Like,
and
it's like we both did it.
Yeah, and it's nice to have that stuff represented in your character, whether it's through the gear, through your emblems, titles, whatever it is.
Yeah, I do think that's cool. I think that aspect of the MMO is really cool. But like super boring combat being kind of like a general staple for MMOs, I ain't about that no more.
Yeah, it's always a little harder to get by. I think that's why Final Fantasy's like gotten people really enjoy, because I haven't played it, but I think people like the combat in that more than like WoW. Maybe it's more engaging. I don't know.
I've heard from people who like it, like I've heard personally that the reason is just because like it is still the whole tab combat, but they're like, oh, the depth is just like, oh, it's on a whole nother level. And like, so there's something there that is like an evolution to this system. But like tab combat is not my favorite, and the Final Fantasy look is
the JRPG.
Yeah, the JRPG look of like looks that I like. It's on the bottom of the ladder for sure.
Okay, I think that's fair.
And so like it's already like not my first pick.
It's not your first choice.
What I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and that's why Destiny ticks so many boxes, is like you can show off your like new gear, but also like it's a shooter, and for better or worse, like I've played way more shooters than I have Final Fantasy games.
Right. Yeah.
Although I would like to try Final Fantasy VII, but priorities.
14.
Did I say 7?
You did say 7.
That one, I want to play that as well, though. I really want to play
the remake,
like all the new generation Final Fantasy games.
Yeah. I've never like played through a Final Fantasy game. I played like a couple of hours of like 10 and a little bit of like one of the old ones, but
dude, oh crap, I'm stuck in the geometry. All right, here we go.
You are the final shape.
Yeah, I played like a little bit of 10. More so, I saw my friend play 10.
Okay.
and then he played like 10 like X2, and apparently that's like a really weird one, but it definitely turned me off from like wanting to like get more invested.
Yeah, 10 really split the fan base from what I understand.
Yeah.
I remember Blitzball.
Yep. Well, that's because that's the opening scene.
The good news is that they're in the hangar bay,
Blitzball.
which is nearby.
We, the old like Roadhouse crew, played a the most Final Fantasy content I have played was as a tabletop RPG.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's based on on like, you know, the same kind of RPG setting that D&D and all of that stuff is on. So
yeah,
it worked as far as a game. I didn't really understand a lot of like the characters and stuff that was happening, but it was fun.
Right. Like I really enjoyed Final Fantasy VII Advent Children. That movie.
Oh, that movie is phenomenal. Love it.
Dude, right? I didn't totally get it, but it was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I knew that if I had played the game, it somehow
yeah.
would have made more sense. I played Final Fantasy VII game, like a spin-off game on the PSP, which was a lot of fun, called Crisis Core,
Okay.
which has now been remastered for PC.
Ooh.
And then there was that Final Fantasy Spirits Within movie.
I don't know that I saw that one.
It was way more like geared towards Western audiences, and it was only a movie. It wasn't like
a game as well, yeah.
Yeah, there was no game tie-in thing to it. And it was like CGI, like movie CGI back when like movie CGI was like
it wasn't
new.
great.
Like, yeah, like Toy Story 1 was like impressive.
Right.
You know? And so like it still looks good, but it now looks like a really good PS3 cinematic cutscene.
Yeah.
Like it still looks good, but like it's
nothing to write home about.
Yeah,
well, there's a bit more of a story to that. They were trying to create basically a CGI actor, which I'm pretty sure was the female one, to license out for other people to make movies.
I remember that.
I forgot about the whole. Oh, is that what it was? And the movie was like a pitch for the CGI character?
A proof of concept, yeah, kind of.
Jeez, that's wild. That actually makes it way cooler. That makes me want to go back and watch it again. It was pretty good. But like I didn't feel like it really got me closer to the Final Fantasy franchise.
Didn't move the needle.
Well, it had nothing to do with anything else Final Fantasy related. Like, it was a completely cut off story. It resembled the Matrix in the real world sequences way more than anything.
Oh, that's an interesting parallel.
Dude, it was a good movie, but like I don't know what I had to do with Final Fantasy.
Well, I mean that's also the weird thing, like especially as an outsider to the franchise, is like Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X, as far as I'm aware, have nothing to do with each other.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like, as far as I understand, it's the same kind of thing as like Zelda, where it's like it's the same. Okay, it's like parallel universes, and the story makes sense like in the micro, but it really only makes sense in the macro of the parallel universes of like the same world, or it's like different time eras. Like it's the same world, but it's just different, like I don't know. And it's like each world's like Final Fantasy or something. That's what I've gathered from it. Is it's like it takes, because it's got the same birds in it always, those ostrich birds that everyone rides.
Right.
Yeah, it's always got that. Like, it's always the same world, but it's always like things are always constructed just a little different as far as technology and things, but also like the people, it's also kind of the same. And so that's what makes me think that it's like the same universe but parallel, and it's somehow like a Zelda type thing.
Ren is saying that it is not the same as Zelda. Zelda has specific timelines.
So what does Final Fantasy have?
Yeah, what are our key differences for the layman's?
Like, I understand that, like, with Zelda, it's kind of like they're living the same lives over and over and over, and that's kind of the thing. And I get that that's kind of different, because it's not the same characters repeating themselves. But it is like each era of the world.
It's the same world, right?
Final Fantasy. It's like their apocalypse. It's like if you were to be like, this is a game called Apocalypse, and in one it's going to be Apocalypse Ragnarok, and Apocalypse like for the Egyptians and the Romans and the... Yeah, it's like, it's the end story of every group of people.
That would actually be a really cool like book series or something.
Dude,
it's like,
that's what I'm saying.
It's like a time or like a planes traveler that keeps escaping one apocalypse to go to another. Like just shifts to somewhere else in an attempt to like stay alive or save the world, but they just end up in a different apocalypse.
The Loki series was like,
yeah, I was gonna say, but it's
yeah.
kind of, I don't know, kind of spoiler, not really, maybe.
Four magical shortcuts from
yeah.
It's a couple years old.
Yeah. But
we don't spoil here.
We don't spoil here. Also, Astronaut, if a cutscene starts or anything, and you tell us to shut up, because we're not gonna get those if you get one. I don't think.
Okay.
Even though Final Fantasy was inspired by Zelda, apparently. Didn't know that.
That's not surprising.
I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
All right, what is your next quest step?
Well,
here, I'm gonna make you
let's see.
lead, and you can just take us where you need to go.
Okay.
Because I want to make sure you get any like cutscenes or anything that pop up, because there is a story that goes with the seasonal.
Gotta go to the farm.
There it is. There you go, Sneeko. See, I knew it would be back.
Right back at it.
Now guess who's back with a brand new track? Got everybody in the club going mad. Hey baby, go crazy. Bring it to the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Dude, pop off. Step off! Step off!
That was a good movie. That was a fun movie.
It was a fun movie. I'm glad I can.
Especially...
I'm glad all I have to say is "step off," and people know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Step off. Yeah, especially for like the time we came out. Like I really do feel like we grew up at a good time. That like I know everyone says this, like, oh, when I was a kid, like the 80s movies were the best, or the 90s movies were the best, or whatever different kind of thing. But I feel like as a kid, like, I kind of had the best, like, vetted movies of the 80s and 90s.
Right.
And I was getting all the new stuff coming out off of all that, and I was at the right age for it, as it did. Like, I was at the right age for The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter, and, like, and, like, the Star Wars prequels, and, like, all kinds of stuff.
All kinds of stuff. Well, that's it. Like, it's always easy to look back and be like, oh, the 80s had such great music or whatever, because when we look back from right now, everything in front of us is the best of the time. So it's gonna seem like they just had a really good music.
We were just grabbing a little downtime.
Yeah.
Gotta celebrate your successes, you know?
Oh yeah, this one has a cutscene.
Kick back. Oh, we have accomplished much and saved many lives.
That's right. There's no I in team, but there is an A and an M. Please don't tell folks I said that. But yeah, we're a team. Any door I can't hack open, you splice through. We are in this together.
It is a privilege to join you. You and the Vanguard welcomed us as honored guests in your city.
Guests? The city is your home. When I first showed up at the gates, I felt like I belonged. And that's how it should be for everyone.
I had thought you were born there.
No, I got there later. Same as you.
Amanda, you know our story, but I would very much like to hear yours.
I grew up on the road.
Ooh, we do get the
As long
cutscene.
as I
Cool.
could remember, my family had been walking toward the last city. My mama told me we'd be safe there. She said that was all that mattered. But at the time, all that mattered to me were the jump ships in the sky above. I thought they were the greatest thing I'd ever seen. My folks tried their best, but the road's a dangerous place. When the House of Winter attacked, my mama fought them off best she could. Even killed a captain before they shot her. Pneumonia got my daddy not long after. I'd heard tales of people resurrected, chosen for immortality, but not them. They were just gone. When I finally reached the last city, I knew my mama was right. I'd be safe there. I was finally home. I learned to fly as soon as I could reach the stick. I never had powers like the Guardians or a ghost to resurrect me. But in the cockpit, I'm every inch as tough. Now, every time I fly, I remember where I came from and who I'm fighting for. And that's all that matters.
Nice.
Thank you, Amanda, for your story and your spirit.
Yeah, well, we've come a long way, huh?
Yes, we have.
Dude, Black Rain coming out sassy. All right. Where to, Guardian?
Alright. You guys ready for this?
You all ready for this? Bow, meow, 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 bow, 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 now, now. That's me, Miss Sassy Pants.
Is everyone ready to go to the next place?
Yeah.
Yarp.
Just always assume Sneeko is. You know the old, well, yeah, relatively old Bernie Sanders meme where it's like, I am once again asking for your help. I feel like I need to post a new version of that that's just me going, I am once again almost caught up with Critical Role.
That's funny.
I'm an episode and a half behind, and I've got till Thursday if I want to be officially caught up.
And saw a transport headed toward the pyramid facility.
I don't think I would want my like unofficial tagline that I'm known for to be, I am once again asking for help.
To be fair, you know, I think Bernie's got quite a bit. Like it's not the only thing in that repertoire.
Yeah, he's got the mittens.
Exactly, he's got mittens meme.
He is known for the mittens. That's true. That's true. I would be so lucky.
Right.
I would be so lucky.
Who doesn't want to be mittens? Maybe someone whose like last name is Gloves and they've been upset about it their whole life. They picked a side. They stuck with it.
Dude, these what are they called?
Favors?
The Grid Skipper and Chroma Rush. They from I don't know what season they're from. They look like real cyberpunky weapons. They're real nice.
Are they the
really
ones you've got equipped
off.
right now?
Yeah.
Let's take a look. You guys got this. Actually, they're very, like, techy, but I don't feel like they're from this.
Right? Like, don't they look like they could be from Namora or something? Or whatever it's called?
Pneumonia, yeah.
Pneumonia? It's not called
no,
pneumonia.
it's not pneumonia. It's not pneumonia. Pneumona? Hang on.
It's Cyberpunk Florida.
There it is.
Neomora.
There it is. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's it. We're very,
Um,
very close to that.
Yeah. I want to. I'm sorry, Blackburn. What? Yeah, I think they are. Maybe they are from this season because I don't. Or a very recent one. I don't know when else would have had that kind of like tech vibe.
Yeah, but I think they look sick, just their base model look, and they pop off, and the reload is super fast.
Nice. I think the handling, like, stat affects that. So if they've got, like, if they're, like, high handling stats and stuff.
That would make sense.
You replied with who doesn't want to be mittens? Oh, well. Fair. I'll allow it. Just this once.
But you gotta let us know what happens if we break your rule.
There you go. No.
Every rule's gotta have a consequence.
There is a consequence, but you can't know what it is.
But every rule has an exception.
This society is a sham.
All societies are shams. Down with the constructs.
You guys like my machine gun? You guys like my speeder?
Mine is better.
Get flung. Damn, that is. I do like that one. That's cool.
I don't know, dude. I like this one, man. This is sick.
Oh, that's mine. Rude.
Nah, man. Mine's the best.
Because it was made just for you.
Because it's magical. And I'm magical.
You are magical.
Behold the ascendant plane. From here, we will circumvent the very walls of the pyramid, striking from beyond.
I feel like there's something in my eye, and
I've always wanted to see this place.
it's uncomfortable.
Looks
The worst.
Is it your eyeball?
You know, I wish it was.
Look it out.
Yeah, give me a spoon. Let me sort this out real quick. We'll take violently uncomfortable imagery for 500.
Sounds like standard salad fingers.
Yeah. Salad fingers.
We all like rusty spoons here.
Salad fingers was the one, like, kind of weird, creepy children's thing that came out of that era that I did really like for some reason.
It was
And I
oddly
think
intriguing. I don't know.
It was so grotesquely sick for a very uncertain reason.
Yeah. It's like, why does this exist? That's the main question. Why does this exist?
Yeah, and it was such a cool time of the internet of like it was the Wild West of the internet. Man. And like, dude, I still think back to some Flash games and like experiences I had, and like, dude, I remember this one game, it was so sad and it was like heartbreaking, but it was this Flash game, and there were other games that were like exciting or fun or just silly or whatever. Dude, I feel like none of those games made it through like the mobile era, like Rush, and then on into like modern gaming. Flash cartoons, dude, they died. No one talks about Homestar Runner anymore. No one gives a shit. Like,
no one cares. Do you remember? I just missed that old, like, it was like the Tanks Flash game, where it was just you had to like learn how to arc your tanks like shot.
Dude, I know, man. There were some legitimately good games, and they did not get ported.
Be the change you want to see in the world.
No, dude, they're gone.
They are just all gone. It's it's wild that a thing like Flash can just disappear.
One final group of
it's crazy. I mean, I like, don't get me wrong. I'm not like, oh, dude, I would totally give up Destiny 2 for any of those Flash games. Like, no. But, like, it is kind of crazy that, like, there are, like, these, like, very real, like, game experiences that I had. And that experience, like, you cannot have anymore. And it only existed at that point in time.
Yeah.
And it was good. You know?
Lies just ahead.
It's gone.
These taken sense it. Destroy their blights to breach the pyramid.
Have I died while we've been in this battleground yet? I think so.
Only the gods know the answer to that.
Demanded by the gods it is.
Dude, I definitely think that Jar Jar should have been Count Dooku.
Yeah. In a mask, or?
No. like Jar Jar's character, like his arc, like should have come around to turning out to being effectively the role that Count Dooku played.
Okay.
But everyone's like, what? Jar Jar is actually not like
an idiot.
Totally like. They should have gone with the Sith Jar Jar route, but he shouldn't have been like bigger than the Emperor, like.
Right.
That never should have happened, but he totally should have played Count Dooku, because Count Dooku came out of nowhere, and he was, I mean, don't get me wrong, retroactively, he's a super cool character.
Right.
But at the time, it was like, who the freak is this old dude?
Yeah. And then it was just kind of like dispatched almost offhandedly.
Yeah, he was done, and it was like, all right. And like, he was good in fighting, but he wasn't more terrifying than Darth Maul. You know, like.
Yeah. Well, and it's like,
def-
the style of the prequels doesn't really give you the opportunity to appreciate someone who's like careful and finesse and just like,
oh,
I'm just simply gonna make it through this fight. You know, we wanted people like Maul, where it's like flamboyant and the flips and the dodges.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, all in all, it worked out.
Yeah.
But Dooku came out of nowhere, and Jar Jar's character just kind of disappeared and had ultimately, in the end, no point.
Well, like many things, the Clone Wars fixes a lot of that. The show.
Yeah, I kind of hate that.
I mean,
although I do like the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But like,
it's one of those that, like, we don't want to have to rely on the show to fix everything, but
exactly,
I'm glad it did eventually get some sort of closure.
Oh, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Like retroactively, Dooku's character is awesome. Totally cool. And I really like it now retroactively. It's like after. Have you seen? Well, you don't watch trailers, but so I'm sure you haven't seen the Flash trailer.
I saw like a clip of it, realized what it was, and was like, nope.
Okay. Do you know anything about like appearances? To come.
Yeah, because they've kind of like spoiled a lot of that in like press stuff anyway.
Right.
Like a poster spoils that. Just dumb.
But yeah, so like, well, I don't know if I want to make my point now.
No, go ahead, make the point.
Well, but like, okay, so, I mean, you're aware that there is a Batman.
Yeah, I know who the
right?
Batman is. Yeah.
Okay, and it's like Michael Keaton,
Yeah.
right?
It's the,
Right,
the
okay,
classic,
all right.
the classic. Yeah.
Right. So like I'm not gonna lie, after watching the trailer retroactively, I was like, dude, I am more interested in going back and watching those old Batman movies.
Okay.
But like, I kind of just wish that I just liked Michael Keaton's Batman more. You know what I mean?
You just wish it was better. Well, and that's it. Like, sometimes it takes, like, either as a society or individuals, like, growing up and maturing and having a different lens to view things in.
True.
And sometimes that's how cinema has, like, evolved and, like, what the new experiences are. Kind of contextualizes other things sometimes.
I do think...
Just gonna say real quick, hello to Epic. Thank you for coming in and saying hi. Hope you're on your way home safely tonight. And what the Strand subclass? Yeah, I have access to the Strand subclass, and I'm not gonna hide that. Okay? If you guys don't want it, that's fine. Anyway, you were saying?
I do think it's cool though that we live in like a day and age where, like you can have like where you can basically play out the Spider-Man meme in a Hollywood movie and it actually makes sense because of franchises that have previously come out and like established those other characters. Like they're not just like they could have done it and just had totally never before seen.
It could have been like
Spider-Man.
3 Tom Hollands of like, oh, one's like a little darker and like one, you know, and it's like, oh, okay, we've
One's
got 3.
a little more emo.
Yeah.
Or whatever. One has the black suit.
Yeah, exactly.
One's, you know. No, they totally had already like those franchises set up. Like that is the coolest thing that of all the things that Hollywood's done where I'm like, that's so stupid, I don't get it. That is one of the cooler like accidental things to come out.
Yeah, for sure. And that's it, just embracing the unique opportunities with how the current like meta is almost. The cinema
Yeah.
meta. The cinema meta.
Very cool. And honestly, it brings a lot of the video game experience to the cinema experience, where it's kind of like you kind of have to like put in effort to get the story, to get like the broader impact of the story. And that's what's like a part of what's so special about games is like you gotta earn the story besides just sitting there.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and that's it. Like, yeah, I talked to a fair few people that aren't as into things like the MCU as like I followed it. Because bar a couple of like side things, I feel like I've seen everything that's in the MCU. And some things I've liked more than others, for sure. Some things are better quality than others, like undoubtedly. But it does mean that like when those moments happen, whether it's a big moment or like a small Easter egg, like it does. It kind of like enhances the experience. Like you don't need it. You can still enjoy each show or movie by itself. But like you said, you kind of get more out of it because you've put work in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta, now that you've done like all the Star Wars, all the Marvel, you gotta switch over to HBO now and do all the DC stuff and all that kind of side of stuff.
So I'm finishing up Rebels. That's the last Star Wars thing, and then I'll have seen, like, I'm fully caught up on Star Wars, I think, after that. The DC, the DCU though, because it's all of the cartoons, it's too much.
Oh, no,
it's
no,
impossible.
No. Skip all the cartoons.
Okay.
And just do the cartoons as much as just interests you. The cartoons are like, you know, there's varying levels of good to it. I mean, I would definitely say, like, they're as good as the Clone Wars when you get into them and stuff. But, like, nah, man, like, don't worry about all that.
All right.
Just enjoy, like, how the movies evolve and, like, you get enough of it just from all of that.
Yeah.
And, you know, you've seen all the Marvel stuff, so now this is just the other stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. That's honestly why I'm watching it, because I'm like, I've seen all the Marvel stuff.
I've seen everything else.
Seen all the Star Wars stuff.
You need to get caught up on Mandalorian.
I know, the very newest stuff I'm not caught up on, but I'm not gonna lie, I do think at times I'm like, man, but when I do like binge a whole bunch of new like Star Wars and Marvel stuff, that's gonna feel so good.
Oh yeah. So right now, as I think I was saying this before you jumped on, right now my day is mostly Critical Role, because I've been getting caught up in campaign 3, which is the current one. So that's kind of like what I have running while I'm at work right now in the background or in front of me. But then after work in the evenings, my partner has been getting into Critical Role. So we've been watching from the beginning of the second campaign because that's my favorite. And so you got the Legends of Vox Machina. Oh, go on.
I was just gonna ask, does anyone have like a specific one that they need to do, or does it matter?
No, well, because we're just getting you caught up, and then you in another step or two, you and Sneeko will be on the same.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
and then
I'm
we'll
on
be doing
21,
the next
so
thing.
Once you get there.
Yeah, so just keep doing the next thing.
Okay.
All right. It up.
Because yeah, we watched through all of Legends of Vox Machina together, which is going through at least the main events of campaign 1. So I figured, why not start going through campaign 2.
Yeah, and that one is on Amazon Prime, so if any, I mean, Amazon Prime is usually kind of like it's like modern day basic cable, I feel like kind of everyone has it.
Yeah.
So good, seriously, for real,
yeah.
Worth the watch if you haven't.
Like, you do not need to know D&D or Critical Role or anything to enjoy Legends of Vox Machina.
Yeah.
It is just a good show.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean that was it. So that's all of my time. Like
yeah.
when I'm watching stuff, it's that, and I'm thoroughly enjoying every second of it.
Nice. Way to live, man.
Epic is asking when did Sneeko change outfits? When did you make this stylistic decision?
When you unlocked it?
You know, sometimes you gotta change it up.
I don't think that was the question, but okay.
What do you want, Mom?
He's asking when you changed your outfit.
Not a phase.
Epic is thinking of binging all of Supernatural.
You can feel the zeros and ones, but the ascendant plane is more like fluid.
Not I.
It's quite a bit. 15 seasons.
It's okay. If you like Supernatural, I guess.
I mean, I've watched most of it, I would say. There was a while, like I watched, I can never remember which one's which, but like I got to a point where like season 7 or 8, I think I'd watched everything like episode to episode. And then it was after that it's been like an episode here, an episode there of different seasons.
Yeah, I've never gotten into Supernatural. That's I feel like I would need someone who was a fan to like carry me through the rough times at this point, because it's too much, I'm too far behind, and I care too little.
I mean, it's done. If you know, it is over. So
I mean, that does kind of help, but also at the same time, I'm kind of like, it's over. It's done. Who cares anymore? So I feel like I would need a fan to be like, you gotta watch this.
Yeah. I mean, so I would say it's definitely worth watching, at least to a point.
Oh, yeah, let's see.
Well, no,
Oh
like
my
as in,
God.
like it evolves quite a bit, and so the show you start isn't necessarily the show you're gonna end. And for some people that's a good thing, because like they like how it evolves and how it's changed, and for some people it gets away from the elements that maybe they like. So you just got to figure out which one of those it is for you.
I mean, that's fair.
I think the original show writer, I can planned for like, it was either 8 or 10 seasons, and that's what the original design document was essentially. So that's where it has the most kind of like cohesive thread through it.
How many seasons does it have?
15.
Okay. I was about to say, okay, so not too many more, but then that's like almost double.
Close to.
Yeah.
And I mean,
interesting.
It still has like it's all the same actors. I'm sure a lot of the same writers, just not the same like head.
I see. Interesting.
So, yeah. I've been listening through the audiobook for Howl's Moving Castle, which I know as the Studio Ghibli movie, and was originally unaware that it was a book first.
Yeah, I didn't realize till recently that it was a book either.
it's interesting because like it's one of those where it's the same story. You know, it's Sophie and it's Howl and it's Calcifer and then there's a castle that moves and there's multiple doors that go to different places, but they're different enough that like you get quite like there's significant different kind of feels behind parts of them. Some of the characters act quite differently, and so in a good way, I can't go, oh, I like the book more or I like the movie more, because they're different. They are like different stories.
Interesting.
So yeah, I would definitely recommend. They are close enough that I would say if you liked the movie, the book is worth it. Like it's worth your time.
But it's not the same story.
I mean, it's the main beats are there, you know. Like if to put this in Lord of the Rings terms, like you know, they still find a magic ring, have a party that delivers it to Mount Doom and destroys it. Like,
but like there's no Boromir?
Or like Boromir's a bit more sassy.
Interesting.
And like Gollum maybe was it like a different race. It's just like the differences are enough that you go like, oh, this is a different experience. It's not, you know, it's not the same thing, but it's close enough to be the same. I don't know.
No, I know what you mean. It's interesting that you say that because the reason I was late actually was because I was watching the 2018 Tomb Raider movie.
Right.
Because I'm working on. You're like, right, as though like obviously.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But I'm working on like adapting the game by using the game. And a part of the reason why I did that was after I saw the movie, I was like, they should just use the game. The game is so much better. Anyways, got me thinking now I am where I am. The point is, watching the movie, I was like, why did they go through so much effort to change so much and yet keep so much fundamentally the same?
Right.
Why not just make it the same?
Yeah.
And so it's interesting that you bring this up, that they did this same thing. I still don't get that.
Well, so
I bought it, you know.
For Howls, at least, I think it's a little easier to speak to in that Miyazaki has a very specific like style and very like particular elements that he brings to his movies.
That's a good point.
Like Studio Ghibli and especially Miyazaki movies have certain elements, both visually, kind of tonally, that are like you can identify his work that way.
That's a good point. He is much more of an art, like very much in the
auteur.
true sense, an auteur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I would say that those are some of the bigger changes, is that his touch on them. So like Howl, for instance, in the books is more sassy and a bit more like cheeky and having some fun and a bit more like overly emotional and stuff, whereas in the movie he's much more like solemn and like deep in thought, kind of, which is very much in line with like Miyazaki's styling for that, for the role that he fills. So it's stuff like that the changes come from, and books to movies. There's also like the time element.
Yeah, I mean that makes a lot of sense.
As for Tomb Raider, I don't know who the director was for that, so I don't know if it makes as much sense that like they have such like a particular artistic flair that they bring to it.
No, yeah, no, they didn't really get like a director. Like Square Enix made it.
Interesting. Yeah.
The publishing company of the game made it. not the developers, the publishing
publishers,
company.
yeah.
And
Well, they're the ones with the
like,
money.
I mean it. Yeah, I mean it obviously had a director, but like it didn't have anybody.
It wasn't like a key name like Steven Spielberg directs.
Yeah, but see, like, so like whenever I see like, when I think of like Batman, for example, right?
Okay.
You've got Christopher Nolan's Batman. I don't really expect to see so much like a lore accurate Batman to any one comic book, as much as I expect to see Christopher Nolan's take on it because of the type of director he is.
Yeah.
But with Zack Snyder is known for adapting graphic novels and like it very much in a like kind of a almost overly literal kind of way.
Right, like getting as close as he can with the medium.
Yeah, with like the way the visuals look and everything. And so if he didn't try and do that with his Batman movie, it'd be like, what the freak is this? Like this is so dumb. Like if he tried to bring in Christian Bale's Batman exactly,
yeah,
it would make no sense, you know. So like I feel like whenever things change in that sort of an understanding between the creator and the audience, you know, I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that's cool. The things that are like really weird for me, it's like the Assassin's Creed movie, for example.
Yeah.
And Assassin's Creed 1, both of them, it's a guy that's like trapped by Abstergo, and both of them go back to the past. But one of them, and both of them, the character that he goes back to the past as look very similar, but one of them it's Altair, one of them it's this guy in Spain. You know, it's like they had to work so hard.
Well, and they changed they changed the whole like the Animus as well.
Right, and it's like what did you gain by changing it? And it's not made by like an auteur or something, so it's not like you gain like some particular vision or like a particular like way of looking at it or reason for like taking this angle on the story or whatever. Like it's this one-off shoot thing, like it's just this one, like, you know, what if Assassin's Creed happened in this sort of scenario. No, it's like it's supposed to fit into the main storyline of Assassin's Creed, but it's clearly a remake of the original story, but it's not the original story. But like, why?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
You know, I don't know.
Look, they had to complicate it. They couldn't just have him lay down on the table and do the thing.
Well,
it's gotta be this big old gyroscope thing.
So I think it almost goes the other way. I think it was them. I think the changes in the Animus, in changing it from like a bed that they lie down on, and it's like, oh, well, he just lives this life, and so he picks up the experience and can do the moves.
Yeah, it's like a VR brain interface matrix thing.
I think changing it in the movie so it had a visual element was almost them not trusting the audience to like understand what was happening without being like, see, in the real world his body's doing the movements, so it when he's out of it he can do the movements too.
Yeah. Here's my thing though. Here's like where my argument always like comes down to. I don't know that's an argument because like no one's on the other side of this, but here's where it always comes down to is like if I were, you know, and I'm just thinking of like my I'm just thinking of my own experience like making videos and stuff and making little things working for companies like a little commercial or something. And thinking about how it's like, okay, I'm making this, but I don't really like care, you know. Like I do as little effort as possible in the creative space because I know at the end of the day they have a particular vision and it has to meet that vision. There's only so much I can do.
Yeah, you're not gonna be trying to change minds.
Yeah, so there's really not much reason for me to change much. So like I think to myself, all right, so I work for 20th Century Fox or something like that. You know, I work for some some studio.
Congrats.
And it is just my job to make whatever movie they kind of throw my way. And I'm now getting this video game movie. I've never played the game. I don't care. I'm just hoping that this gets me to a place where I can make the historical epic about samurai that I've always wanted to make. You know what I mean?
Right.
Or whatever thing. You know, I'm just trying to get in the headspace of like this filmmaker and everything. I would take the game and I would be like, all right, let's just use it as a storyboard. It's a storyboard, and we're gonna copy it beat for beat as much as possible, and then we'll just fill in script wherever we need to kind of explain whatever we have to kind of tighten up or, you know, brush over or whatever thing for time, you know. But they never do that. They like totally top to bottom rewrite the story. It's like the Prince of Persia movie. It's a bottom rewritten, but it has all the same characters in it, but they all play different roles.
Yeah.
So like they would have to know enough about the game and be like close enough with the game to understand all of that, while at the same time like intentionally not following the story of the game, but it is still the Prince of Persia Sands of Time with a dagger that controls time and an arrow. Like why? Like, why the effort is what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's,
you know,
we
like we would appreciate lower effort content because it would be
what we
actually
wanted.
The thing.
Yeah.
Like,
well, and that's like we you know, this past year we've had the Halo show come out.
Perfect example.
For some reason, the directors thought that it was a really like cool thing to say that they'd never played the game or like tried to understand the lore. Like, we don't want you making the show then. Like, actual fans of the game don't want you making the show because clearly you don't care.
Yeah, and you're not an auteur. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. If Tim Burton made Tim Burton's Halo,
sure,
I'd be like, do whatever you want, dude, because it's your take on it. If it was Guillermo del Toro's Halo,
right, I'd
be like, do whatever you want, because it's your spin on it. But if the studio is just making like, hey, we are just trying to sell more merchandise, what are you doing?
Well, and that's it. I think it's, you know, it's these directors or whoever, like, that think this is their chance to make their statement, and they're like, ooh, look what I'm gonna do. And they're trying to skip ahead almost.
Yeah,
and it's like, no, you've got to like establish yourself. We have to know we can trust you first.
Yeah. We only cared about Peter Jackson after he didn't stray from the source material. Then the things that he did kind of stray, we were like, all right, because enough is on point.
Yeah, you could tell that there was some like care and thought put into a lot of the details, you know. Getting the small details right, getting the foundations right. Realizing that Master Chief doesn't take his helmet off for a fucking reason.
Dude, I do not care if it's a TV show. He does not, unless it's a flashback of him as like a little kid.
Yeah.
That is fine. That is, in fact, that is
that
like
makes
mandatory.
sense. You need that, yeah.
Yeah.
To show the evolution.
But the moment he becomes the machine, he can never take off his helmet. And that's the whole point of his relationship between him and Cortana. Who's the machine and who's the living thing? Like, what does it mean to have a soul? What does it mean to be a robot or a computer? Like, that's the whole meta narrative. Like, you can't...
Well, there's also like a whole thing that's explored a little bit more in the books, but it's also in the games, of how like the Spartans have transcended, not even just like as machines, but as like they're symbols to humanity now. Like them in their full suit is hope. And so taking the helmet off humanizes them, which is not what they're supposed to do.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
Black Ren saying also, Tim Burton and Guillermo del Toro would, even if they were going to take their own style and things, would still want to understand the lore. They would put the effort in and then change what they felt they wanted to change.
1000%. Well, okay, it's like in this Tomb Raider movie, right? Okay, like, so we all know examples of like a good adaptation. So I'm not gonna waste everyone's time with that because, like you know, it's Tim Burton's Batman, it's Guillermo del Toro and a lot of his stuff. It's Peter Jackson. It's you know, we've talked about all that stuff. But so in Tomb Raider, right? There's this scene in the game. It's a really famous scene in the first game where she like falls and she lands on this like piece of rebarb that's sticking up, and it pierces through her side. And it's like it goes clean through her side, and it's like this like real kind of like it's a kind of like shocking, gruesome scene in the game of like this is gonna be like a pretty visually hardcore adventure game kind of experience thing, and like, you know, Lara's really gonna get hurt and everything, right? Okay, so in the movie she gets a stick in her side there at a completely different time for a completely different reason, but she does get a stick there that she pulls out in a quasi similar looking fashion, and it's like, why? Why that?
They saw it in the game and were like, that's cool, we're copying it.
Then just copy it exactly.
Yeah.
You know? Or if you are gonna do it spiritually, like, yes, I can see Laura having like characteristics, or like she has like the gun, or she has like the bow, you know, you have like key things or whatever, but like it's not like in every Batman movie I'm like, oh yeah, he's got to get shot in his left shoulder. It doesn't matter how, he's just got to get shot somehow, you know. And then in the Robert Pattinson one, he gets stabbed and we're like, oh, whoa, crazy, they mixed it up. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Is it's like, why that? Like,
Epic wants to read the Halo books again. Which ones? That's the real question. Because believe me, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
I mean, I support it. I really do. But yikes.
There's a lot. Yeah, Halo is good stuff.
We made Black Ren's side hurt. Sympathy pain for Lara.
Yeah. Go watch that like game sequence. It's right at the beginning of the game. It's pretty brutal.
So that was the new Tomb Raider that you watched?
Yeah, that's the newest Tomb Raider movie.
Are you gonna go back and watch the Angelina Jolie Tomb Raider movies?
Dude, I have tried multiple times. This is the last one we need to do. Actually, I don't even need to do this. We could leave this if we can.
You're leader, so probably.
Let me see if we can leave.
It'll just be tab and then hold O for orbit.
Yep.
Wait. Yeah.
You tried multiple times to watch?
Yeah, I tried multiple times. Dude, no. The old Tomb Raider movies, like, I am sorry, they actually are that bad.
Oh, I love them.
Like,
so
they've got some visual cool stuff for sure. But like, okay, there's literally, I'm gonna walk you through beat by beat what happens in the second movie in this like just one bit, okay? So it starts out, and Laura's got to do this thing in China, and none of that matters. But she's got to do this thing in China, right? So they're gonna break this guy out that they need, who's in a top secret, like super hunkered down Russian prison, right? This guy is like wrongfully trapped there because of some kind of mission they'd done in the past. They have some kind of history. They need him back. And they've just been letting him rot there until they need him. They could break him out at any time. They didn't give a shit. But that doesn't matter. We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that. So Laura just gets him out. He's free to go, right? Okay. They're now going to China. They're going to China, and in China, there's this little, like, rice village. And Laura just pays this one family to, like, just hold on to these 2 dirt bikes for her. Just gassed up, covered up, and ready.
Okay.
Anytime. Anytime she just comes in on a plane that drops 2 jet skis that come up to this coastline.
Sure.
Where this rice farm is. Where she's got these 2 dirt bikes.
Very normal right now. Right. I'm with
you. They race the dirt bikes across the wall of China. Now, this is a top secret mission. No one can know that they're like dropping and doing this. This is why they had to come into the secret rice farm. And now they're racing across the wall of China, and they're like jumping their bikes like off the wall and getting back on the wall and like all kinds of stuff. Then they get off the bikes. They can't take the bikes any further. They got to walk in the mountains now. So they get off the bikes. They're now going into the mountains. As they go into the mountains, the guy is like, hey, Laura, do you remember how, like, before I was trapped in a Russian prison, you and I, like, kind of had a little bit of chemistry, right? Like, was I the only one feeling that? Like, you were feeling that too, right? She pulls a gun and points at him, and she's like, I'm gonna have to kill you. I can't trust you anymore. You're jeopardizing the mission. They need him for the mission. And he asked, like, I kid you not, a totally legitimate question if they did, in fact, have some kind of chemistry in the past. And she's like, I'm gonna have to off you right now, right here. All the fun we had on the wall of China, that don't matter. And he goes, you can't kill me. And she goes, oh yeah? Why not? And he goes, because we're surrounded. And the camera backs up, and they are actively surrounded by a military.
Damn.
Dude, I shit you not. I couldn't go. I couldn't do it.
Do we ever find out if they had chemistry?
Dude, apparently not, because... Or if they did, it went bad. It went really bad. It was Gerard Butler, so I would think it...
You'd hope so. You know, he's an attractive fella.
Fine. Dude.
So based on that, I'm not going to try and defend the second one. I think the first one's fun.
Dude, okay. You want me to tell you how the first one starts?
Hang on, let me... I know. I think I remember how the first one starts. Epic, we're working on Defiant Battleground and like seasonal stuff tonight. Doesn't the first one start with her running a like robot training program inside her mansion where she's being like hunted down by 2 killer robots, and then she has to like annihilate one because it gets too close to killing her, and then her like weird live-in tech bro, who like we hadn't realized how cool technology was at this point, so he was like the nerdy type of tech bro, was just like, why do you have to destroy all my stuff and be mean to me? And she's like, I don't know, just cause.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, you used live ammunition on the robot again? Now this is a wildly high-tech robot. So yeah, this is like 90s technology.
Yeah.
When we just thought that like AI would take the form of like a robot kind of thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we were just coming hot off the tail of like robots are the Terminator, or like whatever that thing was from Lost in Space, you know? And so like it's this super high-tech random weird robot that like spins in all kinds of weird ways, and she's like flipping around, shooting her guns all over the place. Everything's like being destroyed, and then it's like all just a simulation. It's like, just kidding, gotcha, audience. She does this daily. And then he's like, you were using live ammunition instead of like, what, rubber bullets? It was literally like murdering her, like attempting to murder her. Like it was like loading off. And like, what the freak was she supposed to do? And then the butler comes in, and the butler's just like, he's like clearly gay, but like obviously that's never like talked about. And he's just like totally cool with like being her butler and everything, but he's like suspiciously young, and like I don't know, it's all weird. The whole dynamic is weird because it's like early 2000s, like baggy pocket pants are cool and everything. So then she goes and takes a shower, and dude, I swear she came in the shower for no reason. Like, it was the most sexual shower scene I've ever seen. It was wild.
I mean, sometimes the water just feels good. Do what you gotta do. She just had a very stressful time fighting some robots. Need a little time to relax.
All I know is if you've played the new trilogy of Tomb Raider games, like, I really feel like there's two very different messages as to who the character of Tomb Raider is. Like, there's one that's like in the games and one that's the marketing team.
Well, yeah. Well, but that's also how like the video game characters evolved quite a bit over time as well. Because she used to be more just like the Tomb Raider games as a whole used to be more like kind of over the top action. Lara wasn't like the object of like being impaled on rebar and getting like the shit kicked out of her every 5 seconds. She was like the legit badass, power fantasy. It's only with the new movie and new trilogy where she's become Nathan Drake, basically.
Yeah, that is true. I do know that the older games were a bit different, but I still feel like... Well, also, the older games came out like PlayStation 1 era, like, the stories I know just weren't that
involved.
Real deep to begin with.
Definitely.
So I understand why the movies went that direction. It felt dumb to my brain. It felt bad. But then with the new one, like, why bother changing it?
Yeah.
Like, why not just make the cutscenes live action?
Right.
Why make a different story live action with all the same costumes? Like, you hired the same number of actors. You already had the lines written. Why change it?
Just go with it.
Yeah. I'm not totally sure what I'm supposed to be doing right now.
What is the quest?
Oh, wait. So the quest says Amanda Holliday's briefing heard. Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I was looking at the wrong thing. Where's Amanda Holliday? Is it this? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
It might be at the helm as well.
I think I got it.
Okay. Epic, did you get all of your iron banner pieces? It looked like you did from your Discord post. Black Ren, how are you? How's the side? Are you dead? Are you alive? What's happening? Seasonal, more like sneezing-all with all those particles. Dude, I'm touching grass out here. All right. I did get all the pieces you wanted. Nice. Proud of you.
Yeah, he looks pretty badass with that new suit.
Got a nice new suit. He's rocking it.
Yeah.
Where's Portamali? Only took 12-ish hours. See, I knew you could do it. I believed in you.
I didn't.
Well. I was actually doing really well with my glaive in there. Nice. Yeah, I think as long as you get into the right range, because it's kind of like it's more like a shotgun range. A little bit longer. Glaive can be good. I just struggle because it like travels too slow, so it's like judging the shots a little bit.
Wait, did I find Amanda?
I don't think so. Is it if you track the quest, it should tell you as well.
I did track the quest. I talked to the holo projector, and then I went and talked to this computer, and they both talked, and
it might be on the helm then.
Oh.
Yeah, in the description it actually says
helm. It does say helm. All right, we're going to the helm.
Glad I could help.
There's so many menus.
Just hit M for map.
I gotta go to destinations.
I believe in you. You got this.
How does one get from map to destinations?
Tab. Just go to the right.
But how does one? What the heck?
What's
I
up?
unlocked armor and then not there. I unlocked the seasonal armor.
That's an ornament, not a actual. So it's a universal ornament that'll go on any non-exotic chess piece. So that's what Sneako's rocking, I believe, is the seasonal ornaments.
That changes everything.
Dun 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 dun.
Because it's now in a different menu.
Yes. Also, you have to go into your secondary, like your actual inventory, like your pockets, and like unlock it from there before it's available as an ornament in the place where you apply ornaments.
Wow.
It's not convoluted at all.
I didn't have to do that for some reason, but I know there are things you have to do that for, and the fact that that's a thing.
What, it's not your favorite thing?
Oh, I just got all the Destiny shaders.
Nice.
For year one Destiny shaders, because I have to go into my freaking inventory and I have to freaking open it. Oh my goodness. Oh well. I look super dope.
Proud of you. What is this pyramid? Yeah. Welcome to Earth. Ooh, I wasn't expecting the movement down there. It kind of like freaked me out for a second. Is it just the... Oh, is it just the clouds that are moving, or are we actually like orbiting over?
It's the inside of your brain that's moving.
Wobble. It's just the clouds. Is it just the clouds? I feel like it's just the clouds.
I think it's an itch inside your brain.
No, the ground is moving. Like,
It's
okay,
definitely...
we're actually watching the Earth move. That's cool. It's nice. Looks good. What?
Okay, Devrin K on the farm.
Back to the farm. Let's go.
Gotta get to destinations. I got a new ship.
Ooh, proud of you.
I don't know what it...
You don't know what it looks like?
I haven't seen it yet. Does it look good?
It's alright. I mean, it's unique.
Oh. It's unique.
I don't really see anybody else with that ship, so that's something.
It's something.
It's a ship for sure.
I hate it. Sneeko, do you hate it?
I mean,
I don't even gotta say it. You already know the answer.
Yeah, come on. We all know the answer to that.
He hates it.
He hates it. Of course he hates it. I'm running away. You'll never catch me. I'm gonna live my... Oh.
Are you gonna live your best life?
Yeah. Hang on, I found a different path. I'm gonna live my best life now. Okay, well. Guys, it's getting real hard to go live my best life. I'm sad they took away the football pitch, because I would have had something to do.
Nico, look at you.
Yeah, I'm just here.
Did you see me? How come you're not like us?
One of us. One of us. Hang on. Oh, yeah, I'll find the fucking buttons to do all the goddamn things, and I'll look like you.
Are you not wearing any exotics, Nico?
Oh.
Don't you think that's a little strange?
Like you didn't even inspect me.
Can you cover up? But I'm looking at you. Wait. I thought you couldn't... Oh, you do... You just have it colored cleverly. Clever girl.
I'm fancy now.
I want to see. You look like the Joker. I want to pick cool colors.
So fancy with that shader, says Epic. You know, I do try. I do try.
Today's stream is Destiny Drip.
Destiny dripping. It's all about that drip, 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 drip.
Okay,
There you
I know
go.
it's basic.
You want gold?
Ooh. Okay, no, this is actually pretty cool. What do you think about me? Wait, there it is.
Not bad. I like it. It's subtle.
It's
Some
the
good
purple
color.
and silver with the gold on top.
Yeah, it's got a little like shine to it. It's nice.
Yeah, we look pretty good.
No spicy bean redeemed from Black Gwen. Thank you very much. Let's dive back into the birdie bots and see if we get something not terrible. That's the only goal here.
Isn't it ever?
It looked like a yummy color. Oh, it's candy floss. I'm here for it. Let's go.
Candy floss?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, cotton candy. That's what you guys call it. Yeah, we call cotton candy candy floss.
No way, you do not.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just, why do you call it cotton candy? I don't know.
Because it's cotton.
I mean, it's really not.
But it looks just like cotton. And it's candy.
We don't grow
Why
cotton.
would you call it floss?
Where is it? Can we see this? Is the camera gonna focus? No? Okay. Yeah, in England we call it candy floss.
Wild.
Look at you guys, learning something new today. Ooh, I kind of like this mat. Have I taken any selfies with my glasses? Yeah, yes, I have actually. This past week, I took one in my new Mighty 9 shirt. I can post it in the selfies channel. Do you have the rose scale shader? Probably. I don't.
You think there's some easy way to search for a shader?
That, I mean, you make a good point. He makes a good point.
I have so many shaders. It's shiny pink.
Ooh.
Do you know if it's a legendary or... Nebula Rose? Indigo, metallic. There you go. Fuck. I hate these menus. No, I don't think I have that. Maybe I don't have that one. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Alright, next activity, please.
Alright. How do I get to the freaking destination?
What quest step are you on
Mission
there?
Jailbreak. Rescue the captives in Mission Jailbreak.
Okay. Ooh, Sneeko, is that where you're at?
Yes.
Nice.
We're going. I hope everyone's looking their drippiest.
Always.
Watch the floors, they're real drippy.
I was gonna go with wet, but okay. Grenade launcher, stasis or strand melee
Our scanners
abilities.
picked up a distress signal coming from a prison facility in the EDZ. We reckon it's a new bunch of
Black
kids.
Ren, thank you for
Max and I are
contributing to
fixing
the
break
cult.
'em out.
I can splice the base security, but we will need a route for escape.
That's where you come
Your
in,
ship
Guardian.
looks like a pepper shaker.
All opposition. We may lead the prisoners to safety.
That sounds about right.
Do not engage your Sparrow. The signal will alert our enemies.
Everyone solid? Then let's go get our people back.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Pepper
It's an
shaker
exotic.
Wings.
Guardian, kick down
I
that
don't
rope
know
door while we
what
open the
it
back.
means that it's exotic, but
These rats, I must speak with haste. Turn back now. This is not a fight you can win.
You cannot share fear with us, Aramis, for the night provides.
Leave these captives and live to see your great machine again. Pursue this quest, and you will die.
Mithrax?
The ship stealer is allied with the voice in the darkness, but she does not speak lies. Perhaps there is something here we do not yet see.
There's always something. I'm not leaving our people behind, no matter what.
And I am with you.
Epic says your ship looks like a bottle opener. A wine
Think I found us an
corkscrew.
LT, Guardian. We're going in through the
I
roof.
can see that.
This was not the plan, Amanda Holiday. Are you certain the ship will fit?
Only one way to find out.
Spider hated when I did things like this. Now, I see why.
And we're in. Next round's on you, Mithrax.
Amanda and I will now locate the security terminal.
Deal with those armored units, and we'll meet you on the other side.
I jumped so high. Oh dear. Oh, my jump left me. Ren, I was actually mistaken. I apologize. I did take a selfie this past week, but it was in sunglasses, not my new spectacles. I will have to address the imbalance in the universe. I cannot be depriving people of my beauty.
Well, at least we're all on the same page now.
Exactly.
It's a little concerning that we weren't already, but here we are.
You know, someone moved my bookmark, and this is just where we're at. Ah!
It's always someone else's fault.
That someone might have been me. I didn't say that. Wasn't a possibility. You're still using bookmarks? I do still use bookmarks for some of my books. The physical ones. People that bend that bend like the corner of a
Psycho.
yeah, no. You should be locked up.
Yeah, you care for nothing and no one.
Menace to society.
Yeah.
Dog earring. See? Even the name. Despicable. Ah! Epic just remembers what page he's on. That's why you start books over so many times.
That's what's up.
No, I haven't finished that book. I just need to go back to it at some point, eventually. I call shenanigans. I threw a boomerang fuck, I fucked up the joke, I'm sorry. I threw a boomerang a few years ago. I live in constant fear.
That's funny.
Black Ren delivered it better, if I'm being honest. I messed it up. I was distracted. Oops. Ah! Oh shoot, I just remembered it was made in China. It's never coming back. RIP. Imagine.
I see you, Guardian. I'm in the surveillance room above.
I'm splicing the security network now. I will soon locate the captives.
Hot damn, Guardian. You got a big dog incoming.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Are you run to...
Finally. Master work.
Nice. On what?
Arbalist. Linear fusion rifle.
Okay, okay. How many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? One. They're very efficient and not very funny. It's a good joke. It's a great joke, even.
I feel like that's from something.
Germany.
Oh boy.
There it is.
Energy readings are spiking. Looks like you ain't done yet.
This is a tactic of desperation. You near victory, Guardian.
What? What? Oh, this doesn't count as... This is a separate mission, not a defined battleground. That's... Okay, well. Boy, is my face red. I'm not from the sunburn. I feel like he's saying words and I just can't really understand it. Here. Get stranded. Alright, time for me to leave.
Got a well over here if anyone wants it.
Well. Tell me more, tell me more. Why can't you save my life? Hey man, we can't all be sword mains. No, I'm just doing it for seasonal stuff, bro.
I'm just doing it for the clout.
Yeah. I'm just doing it for the experience. I can put it on my resume. Proficient with swords now. Just another thing to add to the list that I'm great at. Like, does he have a car? Uh-huh.
Oh, you bitch! You bitch!
Oh yeah? What you can do about it, huh? What you can do about it?
No, did you see he jumped over my special and then like
Dove at it.
Cause like before he jumped and then he like smashed down, but he like zipped away this time.
They're getting smarter.
For real.
Alright, if he could die. I feel like he's been at half health for fucking ages.
What is he? Is he Cabal?
No, this is new with Lightfall. He is a servant of the Dark.
This Revenant of the Witness.
Yeah, there you go. Witness. Servant to the Witness.
The Witness. The malefactor of our first demise.
Jesus Christ, how many times have you watched it now?
Dude, it's so good. So what is he like weak against?
His chest piece is vulnerable.
I know that.
I mean, that's it. Like, there's no special,
Nothing beyond that.
Yeah.
It's like I have weapons to like bring down the Cabal faster and like the Vex. And...
I mean, boss spec for this guy specifically. Boss spec would be good.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, doing this solo sucked.
Be rough.
It's just a little sidestep there for y'all. Yeah, I'm sure there is like some meta thing you can do here, but damned if I know what it is. Hitting him with supers. That did a lot.
Okay.
That was good. So if you haven't done that yet, highly recommend. Okay, I'm sorry. What's happening here? Excuse me. All right. Well. Bring him down! We're so close.
Glad we called you in for this one. We'd have been goners without you.
I have located the prisoners. We are nearly ready for extraction.
Gotcha. Soon as the Guardian secures the hatch, we'll get everyone the hell out of here.
You can do it. There you go. It's a big gun you got on your back right there.
Big gun.
You know what they say about big guns? Big bullets.
Big bullets.
Ooh, cutscene.
This is the shot from the trailer.
I'm here. In position.
I have located the prisoners.
See, Sneeko, I told you there was a campaign. She has the chaperone.
I was alt-tabbed. What happened?
Come with me.
Cutscene.
It's happening right now. I'm in it.
There's no such thing as cutscenes. They don't exist in this game.
It's gone into lockdown.
We're trapped.
I'm on it. Come on.
Go. Now. We are through. The hatch leads outside. We are safe.
That's all that matters.
Jeez.
I warned you.
Where's Amanda?
Amanda, come in. Amanda. Are you there?
Yeah. But you didn't think that was going to happen tonight.
I really feel like this season does play off of the Beyond Light campaign a lot.
Yeah.
Right? Like, don't you see that?
I can definitely see that.
Like, it's got that queen, it's got those two fallen characters or whatever, right? Aren't they fallen?
Yeah.
Or like,
yeah, they're fallen.
Yeah, it's got those two characters. It's got stasis. It's got the stasis weapon. It's got, there's like a lot of Beyond Light themes I feel like I see. Which, like, you know, that's cool. I'm not saying, you know, it's bad, nothing, but, you know, I just see that. I'm picking up on it.
Interesting. Interesting. For sure, for sure.
Right, right. Farm. We're going to the farm, boys. Oh, I'm sure I've said this before to everyone, but I don't think I think I have. I'm not sure that I have. If you ever wanted to go back to Monster Hunter, I do have Iceborne, so we can do all the Iceborne stuff now.
Okay. Yeah, we can definitely look at going back in because we've got some stuff to finish up there.
I mean, just whenever. I'm not saying like I want to move away from this, but I'm just saying when the time comes, you know, because before we were only doing like the main campaign based game kind of stuff on the stream.
Yeah. I mean, maybe when like once the new season of Destiny hits and we can like be all caught up at the same time, be a little bit easier.
Sacrifice.
Weave it in.
Devotion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Bravery.
Nico, you're ruining the cutscene. You're ruining the moment.
Zavala grieves, and
Mizrax is recovering in the infirmary. How do you want to proceed?
We have to regroup. Bury Amanda.
Oh wait, okay, I got it. I'll play some sad music
Put
for
her
us.
killers in the ground.
They'll be expecting you.
Good.
Think with your head, not your heart. Grief is poor counsel.
And yours is better? Make arrangements for Amanda. The Guardian and I will handle it from here.
If that's your wish.
It is. I know you want it too. Vengeance. You'll be the first to know when it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rough stuff right there.
Heavy. That's what it is.
The shader Epic wanted me to look for is actually called Springtide Faint. Okay, let's take a look here. Yeah, it's still looking like that's a no. That's okay. I've a lot of pinks and purples, just not that one. There once was a ship that put to sea. I want the matte black and white. It looks good. All right. Actually, I think I'm gonna be wrapping up here. Guys, I'm a CP boy. Work's been a bitch lately. If I go
gotta get that sleep.
Gotta get some sleeps in. I'm gonna leave you guys and just head to the tower. Don't know if you guys are gonna finish up the rest of that seasonal story. You're almost at the end.
Have you already done all this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was working more on the because there's just some like triumphs and challenges of like in Defiant Battlegrounds, kill this many people with this type of weapon and stuff. So
right,
that's what I wanted to work on, and I knew you guys were working on the story, so that worked out very nicely.
Nice.
I'm glad to have got to be there doing some story stuff with you. Let's go ahead and turn some stuff in on the tower before checking out. Just wait to load in and then we'll do the joining stuff. Yeah, if there's any seasonal stuff you guys want to work on, make sure to do that soon. When's the new season launch?
When is it ending?
New Disney season 21. Season of the... Oops, no, not of the Depp. May 23rd is what it says. The next season will come out. I think there might be a week before. Let's see when this one actually ends. Season of Defiance. So, Season of Defiance runs through the week of the 16th.
Oh, okay, all right.
So, still got a couple weeks.
We got a little time. Nice.
Let's have a look at Epic here. I guess I guess I don't really need to go to the.
Well, it says the season ends in 21 days.
Oh, okay.
20,
all right.
Okay, yeah,
all right.
that makes sense. Yeah, because tomorrow's the reset, so that's your time to finish the seasonal activity.
Yeah, we got some time to finish it. Time to work on it.
Work it. Look at this robot boy and his slab. It's nice. It's got like a little like pedal design to it. It's good.
Man, I still feel like I don't have a cooler ship. I've still gotten new ships and I'm still like not cool enough.
You know, it's just how it goes until you get that ship that you're like, this is my ship.
Yeah. Still waiting for that.
You'll have your moment. I believe.
Yeah. It'll come.
But all right, well, with that, I'm gonna say a huge thank you to the lovely people playing alongside me today. We've got Astronaut and Sneeko, and we've got a little call sign epic cameo happening right now. So thank you for all joining in. I do appreciate it. Obviously, a huge shout out to everybody in chat. Thank you for chatting along, for lurking in the background, whatever your vibe is. I appreciate you being here. Plan is to be live next Monday for some more Destiny. We'll see if there's any new seasonal content to be wrapping up at that time as well. Maybe some more Crucible, some more multiplayer at that point. And if we get some time for any additional streams, like I like doing some early mornings, cozy Stardew streams. So make sure you follow the socials and the Discord. The Black Ren is posting in the chat for us right now. That's where you'll be updated on any changes to the schedule or any bonus streams going on. So yeah, check us out there. Also, just a quick shout out to the Blockbuster Book Club that I am a part of with my kind of co-host, or the main host really, Jackavel. Where we read books and watch their adaptations, whether that's a movie or a show. You can do both, you can do one or the other, or just show up for the conversation. This coming Thursday, we're doing a chat for Howl's Moving Castle. So if you've read it, watched it, done one or the other, or neither, come by. We've got a Discord for that. It's a good time. We have fun with it. It's pretty new, so we're changing the format up to see what fits best for people. But yeah, I think that's all nice and easy from us tonight. So one last thank you. Until I get to see everybody again, please make sure to take care of yourselves and make sure to take care of each other. And as always, embrace your demons and have a good night. Bye.